If you focus your vision through something really, really hard, it gets hot. Hey everyone, I am Nate and welcome back to Planet One Up. In today's video, we are going to be doing an 8-minute fact challenge all about Superman. Some of these are very elaborate. You've been warned. I will fumble a little bit, but it's all for content. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Kryptonite and its various forms aren't the only ways that Superman can be hurt. He can also be hurt by magic because he's a biological being with enhanced attributes. Also, red sun radiation, nukes, and supersonic sound. The Clan of the Fiery Cross is a 16-part storyline that aired on the radio after the Second World War to vilify the actions of the KKK and to harm their recruitment attempts by revealing their secrets after someone infiltrated the Klan. Hoi. Siegel and Shuster, the creators of Superman, originally planned for him to be a villain in 1933 when they were in high school. The basics of the story is a homeless man called Bill Dunn was used as an experiment by Dr. Smalley, giving him amazing telepathic powers, and he starts calling himself Superman. He gets a little bit of a complex. It's only temporary though, and Dunn loses his powers after killing the Doctor and not being able to recreate the potion he consumed. He was pretty much like a combination of Lex Luthor and Professor X, like a love child or some magical being. He was then recreated as the hero that we know today. No Superman was created in 1933. He didn't appear in comics until 1938 when he was sold to the Detective Comics for $130. Superman was purchased, by DC for $130. Superman was given the ability to fly in the 1940s purely because it was difficult for cartoonists to animate him bending his knees when leaping tall buildings with a single bound. They just got lazy. Do your job, animators. He was given X-ray vision in 1939. He was also given heat vision in 1949, and this was explained as a byproduct of his X-ray vision. If you focus your vision through something really, really hard, it gets hot. Other random superpowers over his life have included shapeshifting, super hypnosis, creating a miniature version of himself that he could then project out, but then he then became incredibly jealous of that being and then tried to kill it, but then he sacrificed himself to allow the younger, smaller version of himself to survive, as well as super ventriloquism. The yellow sun of our solar system is what gives Superman his powers. He wouldn't have any on his home planet because Krypton because it has a red sun. Because of this, Superman actually doesn't need to breathe or eat. He's just a big plant that lives via photosynthesis. One of the newest superpowers to be added to Superman's long list is called solar flare, where he releases all of the solar radiation stored in his body. This pretty much makes him human for 24 hours though. The reason why Superman is never seen as naked is that he has a bioelectric aura just above his skin that keeps his clothes intact as he fights, so it doesn't tear off because of electricity. Cool. Kryptonite was created in the 1940s because the voice actor of the Superman radio show wanted some time off, and they had to try and explain where Superman had gone. Superman's first arch enemy was actually a telepathic ape called Ultra Humanite. Nicolas Cage was paid $20 million for a Tim Burton Superman movie that was never made. But also, fun little fact, Nicolas Cage likes the idea of Superman so much that he named his son Kal-El. Oh, that's so cute, he's gonna get teased. The love interests of Superman have included Lois Lane, Lana Lang, Lori Lamaris, and Lila Laurel. Noticing a pattern? LL. Awkwardly, Supergirl, aka Superman's cousin's initials, are also LL, standing for Linda Lee. Keep it in the family, Superman. Superman doesn't wear a mask because apparently he wants the public to trust him, and masks might have the opposite effect. Lex Luthor originally hated Superman because he made him bold, but they've then recreated the storyline because he's petty. Dracula has once bitten Superman, but because of the amount of solar radiation stored within his cells, Dracula exploded. Batman has been entrusted with a piece of kryptonite just in case Superman becomes evil or is having a bad day, and Batman needs to stop him. Superman once held Mjolnir, the weapon of Thor. Apparently it wasn't because of his super strength, but because he was worthy. The Kent family would wrap Clark Kent's presents in lead wrapping paper so that he couldn't use his X-ray vision to peek inside. Lead is poisonous though, so hopefully they stopped once they learnt. The Royal Canadian Mint printed official Superman coins that could be used in everyday purchases. Superman once teamed up with Muhammad Ali to protect the Earth from an alien invasion. Unfortunately, Ali lost the title of World Heavyweight Champion in 1978, the same year the comic was published. Not sure if it was because of the comic or not, but he came back later that year to take the title back. Superman's middle name is Joseph. Superman had a mullet in the 90s. Making the S symbol on your chest is how you sign Superman according to the American Sign Language Association. Signing an L on your forehead is the symbol for Lex Luthor. The US government covered up a 1945 Superman comic about scientists splitting the atom because that was actually being done during the Manhattan Project. REEVE, who played Superman in the 50s, once had to convince a young deranged fan to not shoot him in the chest with a bullet because it might bounce off and hurt someone else. Many hopefully know that the S logo on Superman's chest stands for hope or hero. When the logo was turned upside down, however, it means resurrection. A free edition of the Superman comic called Superman Deadly Legacy was released to educate kids in active landmine areas to stay away from said areas and what to be done if one was found. It went horribly wrong though, as kids started actively going to those areas thinking that Superman was going to free them. For many years, Superman's slogan used to be truth, justice, and the American way. So happy you changed it. Shuster has said the inspiration for Superman comes from Hercules and Flash Gordon. This is the perfect time to list all the kryptonite, starting with green, which causes him pain, weakens him, and can kill him if exposed for long enough. Red randomly affects him, like transforming him into a dragon or excessive hair growth. Gold permanently removes all of his superpowers forever and he can't get them back. White only hurts plants. Yellow does nothing. Black splits his personality into different beings. Silver makes him relaxed and gives him the munchies. Pink makes him gay. Magno helps him track down objects from Krypton. Opal drives them to insanity. Jewel increases the psychic abilities of people from the Phantom Zone. And purple kryptonite has no known effects. There has been a range of alternative Supermans from many different universes such as Communist Superman, Amish Superman, Tarzan Superman, Centaur Superman, Black Superman, and Nazi Superman called Overman. There is an alternative storyline where the parents of Bruce Wayne adopted and raised Superman after Bruce Wayne dies. Speaking of the Waynes, in the 50th issue of the comics, it was shown that Bruce Wayne's father, Thomas Wayne, had convinced Superman's father, Jor-El, that Earth was the best place to send Superman. Superman was once vegetarian. Superman once went on a double date with Spider-Man. I wonder the ages? In the Amalgam comics, which is a series that combined Marvel and DC superheroes together, Superman is combined with Captain America to create Super Soldier. In the Marvel Universe, Clark Kent is just a normal reporter with no powers. Superman has spanked many people in comics for being naughty. Superman defeated a monster by the name of Titano the Super 8 by spinning him so fast that he went back in time. How did he know that he was successful? Well, he used his super telescopic vision to look back in time and see the 8 falling on the head of a T-Rex. Not only that, but his vision is so powerful and telescopic that he has the ability to look down at the atomic structure of elements and look into the electromagnetic spectrum. Superman has the ability to give you a super kiss, which will wipe your memory for the last couple of days, which is shown in comics number 302 when he kisses Lois Lane under some mistletoe. So romantic. When Superman and Batman were rebooted in 2005 and 2006, Batman Returns made more money globally than Batman Begins. A Superman punch is a Muay Thai technique where someone fakes a kick to gain power behind a strike. It's not just the frames that hide Superman's, like his glasses frame that hide Superman's identity, but the glasses are tinted slightly, changing his eye color. His amazing muscle control allows him to change his voice, and he slouches and wears baggy clothes, so he's hidden from everyone. It's a horrible costume. The Superman Krypton coaster was the second roller coaster in the world to open with a flawless coaster. Christopher Reeve said that Superman 2 was the best film in the franchise and said that Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, was a catastrophe. Superman is always seen as being clean-shaven, but how does he do this? Because he's indestructible. I'm happy you asked. Easy. He shaves it off by bouncing his heat vision off his bathroom mirror so that it all burns off. In the 40s, the US government wanted kryptonite to be removed from all of the stories as they were worried that the public would become too relaxed when they were talking about radioactive dangers. Batman pays Superman's salary as Bruce Wayne owns the Daily Planet where Clark Kent works. Also, Bruce gave Clark an apartment as a present, so he has a home because of him as well. 68. 805, I get it. I went a little bit over. Wait, what did I got? I got to 68 and I had 85. We should just do an endless video. An endless video that is all the facts I've never gotten to, but we don't group them. They're just random. If someone else can write the script for that, that would be tops. What did you think of this list? Did you know all of those facts? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon just down here. I'm Nate, this is Planet One Up, and we'll see you all next time. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out these, as well as head on over to the channel to subscribe and follow us on Instagram. Just go now. Go do it. Net, please. I'd really like it too.